45 नाही इकडे వచ్చేసి ఇంతేనా ఇంకోటి ఏమన్నా ఉందా ఏదైనా కాంటాక్ట్ ఆఫీస్ ఓపెన్ ఇదా ఇదే కదా ఇదేనా Good morning, students. Are you able to hear me? At least one or two students. Confirm, please. Raise your hands. Sirisha.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Sirisha. How are you?
Fine, sir. How are you?
Doing well, doing well. Are you able to hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Right. Thank you. Thank you, Sirisha.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Right, welcome. Beta. Srikanth.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, Srikanth.
Good morning.
Are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, beta. Right. Damant. Then again, Venkanna, Jayalakshmi, you all have raised your hands. Thank you. I'm able to hear. You can lower your hands, please. Thank you, please. Thank you. I'll straight away start the session, please. Right. Thank you. Right. Right, beta. Well, please allow me to go with the session, and definitely last 10-15 minutes I'll give chance to you. You can raise your queries. Otherwise, session would not move further. Okay, but when I have myself to ask questions, definitely I myself will ask you to raise your hands, and you can go ahead with that bit. Okay, right, fine. So with that, we will just okay. Yesterday I was into what we call it as a slide. What is that? We have been into a kind of a overview, right? But a overview. And today I'll continue that overview of the ones like, right? And here, yeah, someone, Somashekar Reddy, I'll come back to you, please. I'll come back to you. If you have anything genuine only, then raise your hands, please. Okay, right, please. Right, thank you. I think yesterday's sessions and all like it will be forwarded to you. Don't worry. Okay, whatever I have done in the form of slides and all, you will get back. Don't worry. And I also spoke to them that you have to get the books. And the department today itself, I think they start sending you. Those students who didn't procure the books, they will get it. Like Bhavesh, I'll come back to you. Please. Any doubts? Please restore me. Right, please. Right. Good. Good morning to everybody. Welcome to the session. Now, right. So yesterday, you remember, I'll just go ahead with just a kind of a review, what we call it as students like, right? So number one, yesterday, what we have done was, what was the students like? homophones. Okay, homophones. So this was the one yesterday we have done it. And I also told you I'll give you homophone students like I'll try to today itself I'll try to forward these homophones. I'll try my maximum. I asked that candidate to download here, then what we call it as, then I'll try to forward it today itself. Okay. So homophones, yesterday I have given you one question, and today I'll just go with one more question, students, like just to make you understand better whether you have some knowledge about this one or not. Like, okay, supposing you will get a question like this, for example, again, students, like just I'll go with one of the questions. Like, for example, let me just see that. For example, A. Sita, yesterday I gave you one word, like, for example, like Sita has a real. I'm just giving you a kind of a overview, and students, I have not started grammar yet. I'll come back. I'm just trying to inform you and trying to bring you a concern. These are the areas where they are trying to concentrate, so that you will pay attention from today onwards. Like, okay, right. Sita has a real flair, F-L-A-I-R, real flair for interior design. Just to go ahead with this question, let us see whether you can sort it out or not, students. Like, Mohan has never needed. Mohan has never needed to use the emergency flare, F-L-A-R-E, emergency flare he carries in his car. ABC, he has a flair, F-L-A-I-R, flair for language. Flair for language. The flair, F-L-A-R-E, flair of the match. Lit up his face. Now, well, students, you will get a question like that, and maybe I'll try to provide you what we call it as even the options also. Let me just see whether if you can sort it out, these ones. Let me just see, students, like now, for example, like A option, you find something like, then again, then they may come with the B option, then again, then C option, then again, maybe D option. Okay. So if I could go with the option A, C, B option, like B, D, this is MSQ question, students, like A, C, D, then again you find something like A, B, C, D. Now, they will underline a word, what we call it as, students, like F-L-A-I-R. You see here, this word is F-L-A-R-E. This is F-L-A-R-E, F-L-A-I-R, and F-L-A-R-E now. Okay, right? Now you see the words. What are the challenging words that you have here now for your convenience check, students? Like, we have something like one is F-L-A-I-R, the other one is F-L-A-R-E. Now your challenge is, now your ability is to look for these two words, like what is F-L-A-I-R and what is F-L-A-R-E, students, now, right? So you need to know the meanings of these one, students, like so. I myself will come out with that, and let me see. Anyone can give me the answer, like one or two students. If you have the answer, you can give me, you can raise your hands now, right? Holy, very good now. Sambhavi.
Option B.
Sambhavi, good morning.
Sir, option D.
Option D for Delhi or B for Bombay?
Yes, sir. D, Delhi. All the four cities.
Delhi. You mean to say all are right? A, B, C, D?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, very good.
Yes.
What is the meaning of FL AIR? Do you have any idea?
Talent or aptitude, something like that.
Very good. Like you have some aptitude, a flair for something we say, right? Very good. So that is the meaning of FLAIR. Wonderful students. What is FLARE? Okay, somebody good. You have given the wonderful answer. I'll go with one more candidate and see whether someone has something to do with this question now. Karthik. Karthik.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Karthik, good morning, Karthik.
Sir, am I audible?
Absolutely. Come on, go ahead with your answer, students. What
Sir.
is your answer?
My answer is option D, sir. All of the above.
All. D for Delhi, you mean to say?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. You need to expect questions like this because last year onwards, GATE started raising even this MSQ questions. So you need to know all the one students like, so there can be more than two options. Okay, wonderful. Right. Karthik, what is the meaning of FLARE?
Sir, flare means nothing but spark, sir. It's a photochemical effect, something like that.
Wonderful, like a blaze or a flame. Wonderful, right? For flame of fire or light used as a signal to attract attention sometimes. You know that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
FLARE, we can call it as. There are a lot of meanings also, students, like FLAIR, for example. Just now, one of them said that it's a natural aptitude for something. That is one of the meanings of, I'm not giving the meanings. It is just to make you aware which kind of words they are trying to say. FLAIR is a natural aptitude for something. Or FLAIR also means an odor, a kind of a smell, fragrance like FLAIR. And FLARE, it has 2, 3, 4 meanings like, as someone said, like a blaze or a flame of fire or light used as a signal to attract attention like. So that is the FLARE. And FLARE also means to burn or shine with an unsteady flame or sudden light. That is FLARE. And FLARE also means, sometimes you also should understand, suddenly become angry also. FLARE, flare on his face, or excited or more intense. So there are a lot of meaning, students, like not one meaning. Wonderful. Karthik, good. I'm able to get you now. Right. I think others also might have the same answer, like Nehali. Okay, I'll ask one more candidate, then I'll go with the question now. Nehali.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning, Nehali.
Good morning, sir.
What is your answer, bete?
Sir, option D.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
So shall I, what we call it as, like, confirm it as the right answer and support your friends? You're supporting your friends, right?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely right. Very good. Right. Welcome. Yeah, then again, Jagdish, Perin, and if you mean that answer D, you can lower your hands. You can lower your hands. If you mean that answer D, yes, very good. If someone else has some other answer, then you can raise your hand, students, now. Otherwise, you can lower your hands now. For example, Nikshipta.
Hello.
Nikshipta. This is Bogineni, right?
Yes. I think it's option C.
You mean option C?
Yes.
Yes. So that is your view. Okay, no doubt about that now. Why not option C? I have to give you answer, students, now. Only A, C, D, right? But
Yes,
B also is right, but Mohan has never needed to use the emergency flare he carries in his car. A kind of a flare, if you look into the dictionary, students, like, it is a kind of a signal, that is a light like to burn. So it is not needed in his car. So it is absolutely right. So B also is right, beta. Okay, B also is right. So if you look into the meaning, it is right. He does not need that flare in his car. That is what he says. Okay, right. Wonderful. So even B also is right. So all are right, beta. So Gogineni, please look into the dictionary. You will definitely find, okay, right. Wonderful. Right. So allow me to go further now. Bhavesh, do you have any other answer?
No, sir, can you go with other color, means other than white? Because the document which you have sent yesterday, that has a white background. So white background and white text are not visible there. You
White
can
is not visible.
No, sir, in PDF which you have sent yesterday, in that, you can check it.
PDF, I have not sent any PDF yesterday. Only
No, sir,
written
you have
forms.
sent.
Only the written script I have sent yesterday.
Yeah, sir, but there also that text is not visible.
Okay. Now is it okay now? So shall I use, see, the options I have used blue, but I will
Yeah,
try
they
to
are
avoid.
visible, sir.
They are visible.
Yeah.
Red is okay.
Yeah, sir. Only
Then
white, because they are white. There is a white background, and you are writing in white text, so they are not
No.
visible.
Yesterday background was black actually.
Yeah, sir. Background was black, but in that document there is a white background. You can
Okay.
check it on that portal, sir.
I
Once.
see. Okay. I don't know. See, I'm not good at this technical aspect of it, but I'll see that today you will get it exactly, student now. Okay. I'll see what has gone wrong. I'll rectify that. I'll again forward today if it is possible. Okay.
Yeah, sir. Thank you, sir.
Right. Good. Right. Wonderful, students. Now, so you can expect such kind of questions like wonderful. So maybe allow me to go with all these ones like, and then you can find out. Right. Okay. So now I'll go with the, so this is what we call it as homophones, students. Please expect such kind of questions. Today itself, I'll try to forward it. The last few minutes, I'll call that office boy and ask him to download it. Then I'll try to forward those ones. Like I have just a big list of those ones and start from today onwards. Okay. That is one homophones, what we call it as, students, like now. Wonderful. Now there's one more section, students, that you can expect. I'll just come back to you again. Like, so that's the first one. Now the second one is now let me go with the yesterday. That is the first homophones, I call it as like. Now the second one is, students, the second one is homonyms. So GATE also has focused on these homonyms also. Now, what are these homonyms, students? Again, if you divide, I just always divide and conquer the pages, and you will come to know. So what is this homonyms again? So just let me also look into that one, that aspect of it. Just yeah, just before going to what we call it as something like what we call it as, students, like now homonyms, just a kind of a oral ones, like for example, like desert. So there are spelling something like D-E-S-E-R-T and D-E-S-S-E-R-T. You are expected to know both the spellings. Don't worry, I'll give the list. I'm just trying to go with what we call it as, students, like now, right? Now there are words like F-A-I-R and what we call it as like F-A-R-E. You should know what is F-A-I-R and F-A-R-E, you should know. There's something like what we call it as like site. S-I-G-H-T, C-I-T-E, S-I-T-E, you should know. Something like B-U-Y, by, B-Y-E. Okay, that's again, you should know, students. Like yesterday, I gave you the word break. It is one of the years this question has appeared. Then there was one more question, students, like simple ones like THERE, THEIR. It's simple, THERE, THEIR. So these are areas where we need to look into, students, right? So something like what we call it as such words like rain, RAIN, REIGN, REIN. So these words. So some of the words today itself, I'll try to forward it with explanation with the meanings and all, so that you can look into what we call it as, students, like now. Okay, right. Something like council, COUNCIL, COUNSEL. Now, students, don't ask me, sir, you are not giving the notes. Like, no. I told you, just wait. I'm just reading a few words so that you can understand these words, like, because homophones play very, very important role in gate. That's what I just wanted, like, right now. Now I'm just going to what we call it as like homo names also, students, like now, right now. What are these homonyms? So that is again, let us. So homonyms, these are also called somewhat like homographs, also we call it as homonyms. Again, try to divide the word homo, right? Here we go. Homo again means something like similar, okay, same. Nym means name, what we call it as, students, like now. What is so similar name? Similar name means like similar, what we call it as, like sounds again like something similar in what we call it as. So maybe I'll just go with a few here again. Let me just see. For example, MIGHT might and MIGHT might. It depends on the sentence again, how we take it, students, like now. So the difference is nothing but the spelling is one and the same. That's why it is similar name. Means both are one and the same. MIGHT, MIGHT. But the sentences, what we call it as, that we have to understand, students, like how do you understand? For example, if I make a sentence here now. For example, students, if I say MIGHT, might is right. Might is right. Okay, right. Suppose I give what we call it as like it might rain today. So do you think that the words I have used here are for what we call it as one and the same meaning? No. Meaning may be different, students, like meanings are different, no doubt about, like similar name. That's what I said now. Might is right. It might rain today. So what do you mean by it might rain today here now? So the simple reason how I have activated here is that I will not ask you, but I'll just go with that, students, now. Now here you see, might is right. Now the word might, it is noun. It is expressed as noun here. Examiner may ask, underline the word and ask you, is it noun or is it activated as a verb? Is it activated as an adjective now? So might is used here as what we call it as, students, like might is used here as a noun. Nouns are used in the beginning of a sentence. Might means strength, power. Here it is in the second position, students, like now might, it is activated here as the verb. It might rain today. It's an helping verb. The rain is the main verb and might is what we call it as. Are you able to understand, students, now? These are all called homonyms. But GATE has not focused much on them. Hardly I can count them on fingers. But they can give you such kind of sentences and ask you to, they underline it and ask you, identify its parts of speech. Because earlier there are questions of this kind of, students, like, right, very good now. So I can also go with one more, students, like now, maybe for example, just let me see. Maybe one more example, maybe if I say bear, for example, BEAR and BEAR, okay. So bear, I bear with much patience. I bear with much patience. So this is activated as verb here now. Some children cited a bear. Now that is what we call it as a noun. That is an animal, students, like bear. So you see here, so the same word but different, what we call it as parts of speech. It is activated as different parts of speech. That is what you have to understand about these one, students, now, right? So simply here, one more thing, maybe what we call it as, like I can just go ahead with that. One more word, let me just go ahead with something what we call it as, like maybe can, 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 and what we call it as a CAN, can, okay? So what is CAN and CAN, students? Like? She is carrying a can of milk. Now she is carrying a can of milk. Underline the word can, and that is used activated as a noun here now. Activated as a noun. He can lift the box. Now you see that? Now the word can is activated as a verb here. Are you able to understand, students? Like homonyms. These are also called something like homographs also. So pay attention towards these ones like. So much more attention you should pay is what we call it as like phones. Homophones you should say. No. What is the difference between homophones and homonyms? Like homophone, like same sound is same, meaning is different. Meaning is different. Homonyms, spelling is one and the same, but it is activated as different parts of speech. That is the difference that you should understand. Okay. So this is what we call it as number 2, homonyms for students like, right? Number 3, what gate is focusing? Are you able to understand where I am now? I'm into a kind of still introduction, just trying to give you an awareness of what gate is focusing and where you should be your attention. Like number 3, students, like, okay, usage in context. Usage in context. Now, what is this usage in context, students, like? So I find a number of questions like usage in context in the form of some vocabulary. What is this? For example, I gather that you all are GATE students. Examiner, simply what he does is what we call it as he will underline the word gather now. I told you yesterday, vocabulary is very simple, but options are a little bit intrinsic. That is our ability, students. Maybe he will ask you to identify its synonymous word, maybe. I gather that you all are GATE students. Now options, for example, you may find what we call it as students, like some options here now. A, B, C, D options like. Maybe one of the options that he will give, and most of you know the meaning of gather. What is gathering like? Maybe collect. Collect, pool, amass. Understand? Now here, let me tell you students like now, most of you know gather means to collect. Gather means pooling also. Gather means amassing. And I have given one word understand here now. Most of you definitely, sir, I know the word what we call it as gather means collect. That's what you see my title like usage in context. According to its context of the sentence, you are supposed to select. Don't simply jump to conclusion and say that I have learned this meaning, sir. Don't challenge me. I always find this problem with the students. Like I think yesterday, day before yesterday also, they have conducted some tests to students. Like they, in spite of giving explanations, still they send me, sir, why not this? Sir, why not this? Are you able to understand, students, like now? Where what you are trying to do is that you are trying to take it as maybe the meaning that you know. But what is the usage in context here now? I gather that you all are GATE students like. So no doubt the meaning of gather, that's what I said. Our gateway of testing questions are somewhat highly typical, students. So here collect, but this is not the meaning here now. Gather means collecting only, but that is not the meaning here. Gather means pool. No, this is not the meaning of the context. Amassing something like you amass money and all like, no, that is not the meaning here. The right meaning is understand. So one of the meanings of gather is to understand. I understand that you all are GATE students. Are you able to understand, students? Now this is what exactly GATE is trying to focus. So usage in context. According to the context of the sentence, you are supposed to gather its meaning. You are supposed to gather its meaning, students, like, right? Rohit, I'll come back to you. I'll come back to you. You have raised your hand. I'll come back to you, students. Like maybe once I go, I'll just give you some time, like slides, you can shuffle the slides, I'll come back to you, right? It's okay, right, good. So one of the meanings, so vocabulary is something doesn't confine itself to one meaning. One word may have 10 meanings. That is what we have to understand. And that is what GATE is. That is what exactly GATE is trying to test students like. So this is number 3. Okay, now we'll go on to the number 4. Rohit, I still find you are raising your hand. Okay, yes, Rohit. Rohit. Yes. Rohit, unmute. Okay. Right. So this is one of the areas where GATE is focusing in the form of vocabulary, usage and grammar. I call it as students. Very good. Now we'll go with the number 4. So number 4, students. So what is number 4 like? So another area where GATE is focusing, like identify parts of speech, identifying the parts of speech. Identifying identifying identify the parts of speech. So what is this identifying its parts of speech again now? These are also, so yesterday as I asked someone told me, sir, there are 8 parts of speech in English. Wonderful, students. And now today is the challenge. GATE has raised a lot of questions similar to this kind of. So what is this identifying the parts of speech, students like? For example, so maybe you might have mastered in your what we call it as in your high school students, like now maybe, for example, let me just go with one word, maybe alphabet. Now GATE may come out with a word like this, alphabet, and simply it asks you identify its parts of speech. That's all. And you should be in a position to tell me. You should be in a position to tell me now. Most of you know the word what we call it as alphabet is what we call it as, students like now. Alphabet is nothing but it's noun. It's noun. Very good. Alphabet is noun. It's noun. It's noun, students like. No, don't get satisfied only with this word alphabet. I know noun, like no. You should move ahead. Today, that is our challenge. Having not known these parts of speech, many students have problem to even to communicate also. So I'll just go with one more, students like now. Let me just see that number 2. Don't get satisfied that you know only noun. No, you should also know its verb also. So what is the verb form of alphabet, students like? I don't know how many of you know, because a couple of years onwards I've been asking, but only maybe 1% of the students know the verbal form of alphabet. Right? Yeah, but I myself will go now. So alphabetize. That's what I said. Like, how many of us know that alphabetize? Like, rarely, very few of you know. And maybe GATE can also ask this question. Having given noun, it will ask you to identify what we call it as the verb form, alphabetize. Now, the moment you know the word alphabetize as verb, don't stop there itself, students like. You also should have the ability to know its adjectival form also. So GATE can also ask you, what is the adjectival form of alphabetize? So alphabetic or alphabetical. This is exactly what we call it as adjective, students. Alphabetic or alphabetical. So previous year question, they have having given the what we call it as an adjective, they have asked you to derive its adverbial form. Don't stop with that adjective itself. You also should know its adverbial form also. What could be the adverbial form, students? Like alphabetically. That is a challenge that every student should master this one. Now this is adverb, students. Like, so in one word, I call this one as a word family. What is this? I call it as word family. Word family. Indian students are very poor in this. And many students ask me, sir, I want to improve my English. And they start learning new vocabulary. Grandiloquent, magniloquent, laconic words like, no. No one is interested in listening to unfamiliar words. Learn, master this one. Today, if you know one word, try to understand this. It is simply, I call it as one word like. And this is nothing but today I call it as 1 into 4 concept. Which means the moment you know one word, which means you know 4 words. And why you are unable to communicate better? You are lacking this skill. Because you have mastered only alphabet. Go to interview, and maybe you are supposed to activate this word alphabet. However, you will try to make some kind of a sentence and you will see that the word alphabet is there in the sentence. Sir, I have written all the 26 alphabet in sequential order. Very good. Maybe that another student who is little ahead of you or who has gone through such kind of a vocabulary, 95 people will use only alphabet. And the interviewer will get bored, right? And there is another guy. What is the difference between you and another when you enter into the cabins? Like, you present the same thing and other guy also presents the same thing. But there is slight difference in your articulation and his articulation. Now, the one who is educated, maybe he will try to say, sir, I have alphabetized this list. Now you see, 95 students have spoken alphabet. But one student has spoken, sir, I have alphabetized this list. How nice it is to listen. And that is what the challenge is. So today, not that you cannot speak better. See, if at all, if you have to communicate what we call it as students, like, you should have vocabulary. Without vocabulary, how are you going to communicate? That's what I said. No, not new words, please. No, don't think of new words. Only this one. So from today onwards, think about this concept. 1 into 4. So where can you find such kind of words like? Go to any dictionary, students. Like, there is one dictionary. I'll just try to give you. There is one dictionary called Merriam-Webster dictionary. Merriam. You can download also Merriam-Webster. You type noun and you will get its adjective, you will get its adverb. I mean, if you scroll, you will get its adjective. It's what we call it as. Yes. Try to master this concept, please. And I want to tell every student of what, whosoever it is, every English seekers, learners have to master this concept. Wonderful, students. Now, its usage now. Sir, how should I use these words like? General norms of English grammar is nouns are used in the beginning of the sentence. Verbs are in the second place. Adjective, they modify nouns. They add something to the meaning of nouns. Sir, I have written in an order. What kind of order? Order is noun. You're modifying. I have written in an alphabetical order. What is adverb? Divide the word adverb. Ad means towards. There is a meaning. Towards verb. Everything that goes with the verb is called adverb now. But which modifies your verb is called adverb. Sir, I have written alphabetically. Oh, sorry, what we call it as like. So she always writes alphabetically. You see that? So that is how what we call it as. So maybe if you can understand the concept of this 1 into 4, then you are the master of English, students. Like, that's all. That much I can tell you now. Don't ever again ask me, sir, how to master English, how to master English. This is the way that one can think of, students. Like, very good. Maybe for your convenience sake, I'll just come with one more word, students, like, so that you can easily understand. So there was one question in GATE, just for your kind notice. I'll just try to give you that one, then I can go with the. I have asked one word, what we call it as ADVICE, a simple word, and they raised options like A, B, C, D. So they asked whether the word advise, is it noun? Is it adjective? Is it what we call it as verb? Or is it noun or verb? That is what they have asked. A very simple question, students, like 1 mark, right? The only subject where 3 students have raised their hands, I'll come back to you, where you don't need to use what we call it as what? Calculator is my subject. This is the subject which will push you further. The moment you know the answer, within fraction of seconds, mark it and then go. There's no calculations here. There's not much calculations, what we call it as students like now, right? Okay, one of the students have risen their hands. I'll go with them and see. Srikanth. Srikanta. Srikanta. Yeah. I have allowed you. It's okay. Yashwant. Yashwant. You have risen your hand and I'm allowing you, right? Manoj Srinivas.
Sir, option D, noun and verb.
You want to go with noun and verb?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll take it, Srinivas. I'll take it, that one. Let me also ask one more student and see what is her opinion is. Let me just see that. Good. Vinita.
Sir, it's option A, noun, sir.
Option A, noun.
Sure.
How do you know it is noun? Any logic behind that? Just now
No.
your friend said that, sir, it should be noun and verb.
Advice means to recommend an opinion, so I think it is noun.
If it is noun,
Yes, sir.
can't it be verb also? Okay, okay, I'll take it as noun. Good, good. Yeah, many have risen their hands. I don't know whether I'll be able to write students now. Well. Wonderful. I'll ask one more. Satish Rajkumar. Satish.
I'll go with noun, sir.
Noun. Can't it be verb?
No, sir.
If it is verb, then how the word would be?
It will be an action word if it is a verb.
But how do I know it is an action word? Okay, Satish. Good. Right. So if all feel it is noun, you can lower your hands, please. If you feel noun. If someone else feels, sir, no, it is adjective, then you can raise your hands. Right. Kiran, Arpit, Anand, right? Imtiaz, Vipul, all of you. If you mean it as noun, you can lower your hands. You can lower your hands. No? Okay, they mean something else means. Okay, let me ask you now. Kiran Kumar. Arpit.
Sir, C, verb only.
It's verb only.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any logic behind it to say if it is a verb? If it is a verb, it has to fulfill certain conditions. Do you have any logic like that? If it is verb, it has to fulfill certain conditions.
Yes, sir.
Any idea? No idea?
No, sir.
Okay, but good, good. It's okay. It's okay. Right, right. Wonderful, wonderful. Manisha.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Manisha.
Sir, my answer would be D, noun and verb both.
Okay. So if it is noun, there are certain credentials. If it is verb, there are certain credentials. Do you have anything to explain like that?
Sir, I have a verb, like he advised me to go in right direction.
It is verb.
So, yes.
So if you say he advised me to go into that direction, very good now. What spelling would you activate there?
That would be SE, advice.
Give me the complete spelling.
ADYVISE, advice.
SED. Very
Yes,
good,
sir,
Manish.
SED, advice.
Very good now. Now, did you understand now? So the word that ends in C, it is noun. And the word is ending in ADVISE, SED. That
Yes.
should be verb, students, now. So here, the right answer is noun. Okay, Manisha, very good.
Yes.
Good, good, better. Good, right. Others also are there, and maybe I'll try to go with them and see one last one here now. Last one, I'll try to take it as Sirisha. Sirisha.
Hello.
Sirisha, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Sir, my answer is advice, noun.
Very good. Very. Do you have anything to say why it is noun? Just now your friend has told me, Manisha has told me, sir, SE se jo end hota hai. Are you able to speak Hindi?
No, sir, Telugu.
Telugu. Very good.
Yes,
Now.
sir.
So one of your friends said, sir, the word that ends in SE, it should be verb.
Yes, sir.
Do you have anything to say to confine yourself, sir? This is noun. How can you say this word ADVIC is noun? Any idea?
Nothing, but I know just a recommendation about what someone should do.
Okay, that is called advice.
Yes, sir.
Very good, Sirisha. So here, I'll be teaching you a concept, what we call it as later on. I'll be teaching a concept called RSP concept. What concept? RSP concept. Roots, suffix, and prefix. Okay, suffix. Suffix means how the word ends. So all the words that end in, I don't say all, but majority of the words that end in C, they are all nouns like intelligence, conscience, prescience. All the words what we call it as ending in C, they are nouns. That is the logic that we need to follow. Okay, Sirisha? Right, very good, very good.
Okay, sir.
So I'll, right, welcome. So there is certain law, what we call it, there are rules, students, like there are rules to say how, why it is noun, why not it is what we call it as, okay, right. I'll come back to you again, like very good. Some of the have given me the, so there is a concept called RSP concept, like one root, 10 words. Suffix is something which ends with what we call it as 2-3 letters. That is called a suffix. Prefix, that you prefix before the word. And suffix is after the word. Okay, just wait till I come back, and so that we can easily identify. I'll just go with one more word, students, like just to see that, because this is the area where every student has to focus. Today you have to realize where is the loophole that I am unable to communicate better. This is the area that you are unable to, you don't know whether it is noun, whether you don't know whether it is adjective. So in that style itself, you are working out. Okay, right. Let's give you one more word, students. Let me just to see whether you can digest that word also. Yeah, just let me go with, maybe let me just say, so far you know the words, but let me just give you one word, maybe not many of you know, or many of you may also know the word, like For example, let me just give the word like, for example, magnanimity. Okay, magnanimity. And this is indeed what we call it as noun. How do you know it is noun? Because the word is ending in ty. Magnanimity, integrity, activity, generosity. That is the way that you have to master. So there are 30 noun suffixes. 30. How many are there? 30 noun suffixes. How much time it takes? 30 seconds. If you can learn this 30 seconds, 30 suffixes, which means you have mastered from A to Z dictionary. That's okay, right? And what is its verbal form, students, like? Magnify. I'll come back to you. Please, students, I'll come back to you. Magnify. That is verb, students, like. Magnify is verb. Satish, I'll come back to you, please. And what could be the adjective of this one, students? Like just now I told you, 1 into 4 concepts. 1 into 4. The moment you know second word, which means you know 8 words. Third word, 12 words. 4 words, 16 words. You see that? All right. What could be the adjective of this one, students? Now, magnanimity, magnify. I'm not asking you because it takes a lot of time, please, right? Magnanimous. Magnanimous. That is adjective, students. Magnanimous, adjective. And last year, they was given adjective. They asked you to derive its adverbial form. So what would be the adverbial form of this one now? Magnanimously. Adverb. Very easy. So magnanimity, magnify, magnanimous, magnanimously. Now, the student may be asked, sir, I don't know its meaning, like how to identify its meaning. 80% of English vocabulary depends on its root, which means it's a derivation of Latin and Greek words. Now, I'm not asking you to learn Latin and I'm not asking you to learn Greek, but a kind of a concept I have to impart to you so that you understand what is this concept. How a GRE student masters vocabulary within the span of 1 month. How he learns it. How does he crack the GRE and GMAT, such tough exams? So there are technique, students. There are roots, suffixes. So he learns one root and one is equal to what we call 10 words. The meaning will remain same. And that I call it as a method I always use is divide and conquer policy. So something I call it as something like, students, like divide and conquer policy. So what is this divide and conquer? So you need to divide 1 letter. You need to divide 2 letters. You need to divide 4 letters. Like wonderful way. Something like what we call it as, students. I'll come back to you. You have to master this technique. If you cannot, sometimes you don't know. So right? Yes, you should know how to divide and conquer also. So I'll be dividing here certain 4 words to students like now. Maybe for example, like mag. The moment you look at the word, you don't know. But actually you know. The moment you try to divide it. Right, students, like mag. Now if you don't know mag, don't you know the meaning like mega? All are one and the same almost, like mega. What is mega? Something big. What is mega, students, like? Something big. Something great. Something large. These are all some of the meanings of what we call it as a mega. Magnify. What is magnifying glass? Something large, something huge, something big. Are you able to understand, students? Like something great. Okay, wonderful. Like anim. Don't tell me that you don't know the meaning of what we call anim. You have been using the word knowingly or unknowingly animal. You have been using the word animation. You have used the word unanimous. Right, students, like you have used certain words like animal. Right? So something what we call it as animal, the worst word everyone uses, like what is animal? Animal means life. We are all animals. Why are we called animals? We are social animals, which means we have life. That's why we are called. Biologists say body. I mean, different people have given like. Religious people say spirit or soul. I'll come back to you, students, like those who have raised their hands. I'll come back to you. I'll come back, please. So biologists say body, biologists say life. Then again, like religious people say soul, and scientists, the psychologists say spirit. So this is how you try to what we call it as students. Right? Venkatesh, I'll come back to you, please. I'll come back to you. I'll give you some time. Don't worry. If I just, I'll be disturbed again. So, right. So that is how we have to understand now. So it's nothing but then again, what we have to do is like adding. That's all. Adding is equal to what now? Is equal to what now? Large body, big body, largeness of mind. What is like largeness of mind? Greatness of mind. What we call it as students now? Greatness. Greatness of mind, greatness of body, greatness of soul, greatness of heart. Yeah, religious people also say heart, greatness of. So what is greatness of mind like? Which means if a person who is of what we call it as has greatness of mind, which means is nothing but is generous. This is the meaning of what we call it as magnanimity. Slowly you have to understand, students, like. So greatness of mind means liberal, largeness, right? So that is what the meaning of magnanimity, magnify, magnanimous, magnanimously. So now the next one is, I told you, usage in context, like how are you to use the word? Especially what we call it as regional medium students, you should master this technique. At least English medium students are okay. Magnanimity. So now I know the meaning of generosity now, right? How do I use the word now? Nouns are used in the beginning and end of a sentence, generally. Or they can also be used elsewhere also. General rule. Ram's magnanimity is highly appreciative. Don't say Ram's magnanimous. It's a wrong sentence. Ram's magnanimity is highly appreciative. Wonderful. Magnify is a verb. Has to be activated in the second position. He is magnifying the issue. Second position. That is what predicate we have mastered. Right? Magnanimity is the subject place. Magnify is the verb place. Predicate we said. I'll come back to that afterwards. Magnanimous. It's an adjective. It has to modify now. She's a girl. She's a magnanimous girl. What kind of a girl she is? Magnanimous. You are describing how the girl is magnanimous. Magnanimously. I told you add the verb. It has to go with verbs like. He speaks. Speaks is the verb here now. How he speaks? Magnanimously, generously he speaks. Are you able to understand, students? Now master this technique, please. I just want everyone to, your graduates, your engineering students. So tomorrow you are supposed to communicate better. So you need to master this technique, students, like now. Right? Wonderful now. So that is how we divide and conquer the words, like we divide and conquer. We divide and what we call it as conquer. So these are some of the words. So let me not look into students like, but I don't say all students like you cannot divide all the words like now. Vocabulary has etymology. That etymology is most of our English language is nothing but derivation of Greek and Latin. But don't say only Greek and Latin. No. There are a lot of words from Hindi also. Pakka. Pakka is a Hindi word. Right? There are a lot of words from Japan, a lot of words from China. There are what we call Hebrew. There are a lot of what we call, that's why it's called a universal language today. So they have taken a lot of words from different countries. And that is what exactly today we term it as English. Wonderful. So this is how you need to master, right? You should also know how to use the words also, students, like nouns like. So the words that end in OUS, magnanimous, generous, right, students, like the words that end in OUS, they're all adjectives like. And the LY words, They're all what we call it as like, right? Yeah, some students have raised their hands like I told you, if you raise hand, then I'll be forced to stop students like, but I'll be giving some time to you. Sirisha, what is your doubt, bete?
Sir, no
Sirisha?
doubt, sir, no doubt.
No doubt. Well, you have risen your hand, bete. Right. Ankur. Maybe it is by mistake, I believe. Ankur? No doubt. Okay. Yugashri?
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, magnify అంటేనేమో భూతద్దం కదా సార్.
ఏనన్నా చెప్పు.
magnify or magnifying అంటేనేమో భూతద్దం.
అవును.
magnanimity ఫస్ట్ వన్ ఉంది కదా సార్, అది ఏమో 2 sides కనిపించేదాన్ని అంటాం కదా సార్. థర్డ్ వన్ అంటే ఏంటి?
మీనింగ్ సార్ యుగశ్రీ,
ఓకే సార్.
meaning, general meaning will remain same. Only sometimes when you take the root, students, root of the word, like for example, like mag, mega, right? So that is what we call it as. You have to see that. Meanings are one and the same almost. The root meaning will remain same. Slight change may take place here and there. For example, just now I told you magnanimously, generously. That is the meaning here now. What is your doubt, beta? What is your doubt?
ఈ 2 వచ్చేసి ఒకటి భూతద్దం అని వర్డ్ తెలుసుకుంటాం. తర్వాత ఇంకొకటి ఏమో 2 sides, అదే 2 sides కనిపించే గ్లాసెస్ ని మ్యాగ్నెమిటీ అని అంటాం కదా సార్. థర్డ్ వన్ వచ్చేసి
No. Either 2 sides of the glass is called magnanimity. No. Magnanimity. Open the dictionary, Yugashri. Go with the meaning and see. Magnanimity means what you will find there. Magnanimity. Magnifying glass means it's a glass which is big in size. That's a magnify. That's why I just given one word like it's magnifying the issue. Okay? What is the meaning of magnifying the issue?
పెద్ద గొడవ ఇష్యూ.
The Godavana. Magnifying glass. Now, magnify, now it is becoming adjective there now. What kind of glass? Magnifying glass. That is adjective again there. Okay. So, well, the word may have 2 meanings. The word may have 3 meanings. Okay, you guys should do one thing. You just tell me in my, when you raise next hand, tell me how many meanings the word magnanimity has. Is it only 1 meaning or 2 or 3? Okay.
Okay, sir.
Right, find out. Very good. Right. I'll come back to you. Others have risen their hands. What we call it as. I'll come back to you now. Maybe I'm just lowering your hands, please. Kalepu Anil, I am lowering your hand. I'll just come back to this. Wonderful. Allow me to go further, students now. Even introduction has not been done now. Right, wonderful. So this is what we call it as the way that is how GATE is testing students. Okay, right, fine. So let me also go with the next one now. Number 5, you have to allow me, students, like. But anyway, taking time, little bit of understanding the concept, what GATE is focusing, is well and good. That's what like. Number 5. Ankur, I'll come back afterwards. I think by mistake, I suppose you're raising your hands. It's okay, right? Now, okay, fine. GATE is focusing on secondary meanings again. Like, what is the secondary meanings? Secondary meanings. So what are secondary meanings and primary meanings? Just now I told you, students, word does not confine itself to 1 meaning. It has 2 meanings, 3 meanings. But GATE may not test the meaning that you know. So that it has what we call it as other meaning of that word also. That is what we have to understand here now. For example, one of the words that appeared in GATE, I just wish to take one word, students, like now. Maybe let me just see the word. Latitude. And I think every engineer student knows this word latitude. Sir, I have mastered this word in somewhere in 7th or 8th class. My teacher have taught me latitudes and longitudes. Longitudes are something like maybe, what is it? Latitudes are horizontal or vertical lines drawn. So longitudes, right? So that is what you have learned in what we call it as in the primary section now. Someone tell me what are latitudes, please? Horizontal lines or vertical lines drawn? Someone raise your hands quickly and tell me. Venkatesh. Venkatesh. Sorry. Venkatesh, that is, yeah. I have allowed you. You have to be very quick. At what time? Up to 9 I have session. Ask Venkatesh. I'm sorry. Who has assigned this class to you? Venkareddy. Ask Venkareddy. Just tell him that I am right. Yash Saxena.
So these are horizontal lines.
Horizontal lines, huh?
Yes, sir.
Latitudes are horizontal lines.
Yes, sir. And longitudes are the vertical lines.
And longitudes are vertical lines.
Vertical ones. Yes, sir.
Very good, Ash. Very good, Ash. Thank you. Others can lower your hands, please. Others can lower your hands now. Wonderful. Right. Please lower your hands, please. Lower your hands. Lower your hands. Good. Right, Vijay, right. Thank you for it. So this is the meaning that what we have learned, students, like now. So this is the word that's the primary meaning of latitudes. And but do you think that GATE has tested latitudes and longitudes like? No. So GATE has raised a question, something, students, now. Students have been given considerable latitude these days in choosing their own streams. I'm not giving the complete sentence. Students have been given considerable latitude. Considerable latitude to choose their own streams here now. So options they have generated, students, like a lot of options they have generated. I'm not going to give you the options here now, but just want to say. So secondary meanings, like primary meaning, you know. Something like latitudes and longitudes, you have mastered that. But here, the meaning is something different, students. Like, if someone knows the secondary meaning, raise your hand, please. Someone. What is the meaning here now? Students have been given considerable latitude these days in choosing their streams. 7 participants, like Vignata. Okay, let me see. Yes. Vignata.
Sir, it is scope for like freedom.
Absolutely right. Now, did you understand now? But if it is a GATE question, many students tend to think, sir, there is no latitudes there. So there is what we call no vertical lines or horizontal lines here now. They will be looking for that option, but you will not find that option here now. So GATE has focused a lot of questions based on such type, students, like. So don't jump to conclusions. Think twice. No, GATE, this could be the other meaning of that's what we have to say. Okay, right. Good. Jayalakshmi.
Sir.
What is the meaning of this considerable latitude in choosing your streams?
Scope for freedom of thought, sir.
Freedom of thought. Wonderful, better. That is the right word, exactly. Right word. Freedom of thought. Freedom.
Yes.
In other words, yeah, latitudes means the vast freedom that is being given to you. That is the meaning of here. Okay, right. Yes. Others, please lower your hands, please. Now, others, please lower your hands. So maybe I just take 1 or 2 students who are in the line. Just right. Very good. Right now, wonderful, better. So this is secondary meanings. I can call it as, students, like maybe in the form of sometimes analogy. They have tested such kind of questions like analogy. I just go with what is that? Analogy. What is this analogy? Analogy. Okay, right. Using what we call it as, GATE might have given a word like this, for example, students, now parliament. The moment you look at the word parliament, many students will tell me, sir, I know this parliament, what we call it as Delhi parliament, right? Consisting of 2, what we call houses, like one is Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. But GATE has given something like, supposing like GATE has not given this question, but I'm just giving you one. There are other questions like owl, OWL, owl. Now, owl, parliament and owl both are related, students, like, and that is what we have to understand now. Ignatha, just okay, I'll ask you only, right? Okay, what is the, right? Tell me very quickly. Ignatha,
Group of owls is called a parliament.
which means that is collective noun. Did you understand now? Very good. Group of owls put together, we term it as a parliament. Parliament of owls flying in the sky in the evening. That is what we have to say. Wonderful. Now, did you understand now? Now, don't tell me, sir, how it is related now. That parliament and owl has to be a relation now. There has to be some relation there. Wonderful. So that is what analogy is now. Analogy is nothing but showing what we call it as a relationship now. Okay, Vinita, you have something to ask me? Yes?
No, sir, the same thing, sir.
Right, very good. Right. Wonderful. Right. Now, this is how we term them as a secondary meanings, I call it as now. Okay, wonderful. So this is how. So question can be raised like, so parliament, don't jump to now. Someone told me, sir, there are a lot of owls in the parliament. No, there may be owls, right? But the meaning is different here now, right? Let's take one more word, students, like now as secondary meanings. Supposing I've given the word pride, P-R-I-D-E. And maybe this is an analogical question now. So maybe if it is pride means the movement, sir, pride movements. I am proud of somebody. That is what like. But if an examiner has given a word, what we call the L-I-O-N, lion, then what could be this meaning of this one? That's how it is related now. Kiran has raised his hand. Kiran, I'll just go with you only. Come on, tell me what is the meaning of how pride and lion is related, Kiran?
A group of lions.
Very good. It means you have to master all collective nouns now.
Yes.
Group of lions put together, we term it as pride of lions sitting under the shade of a tree.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is what we have to say. Very good, Kiran. Now, others, please lower your hands, please. I just would like to ask someone, maybe if not Kiran, like, then I will ask, okay. Aarti.
Yes, sir.
Do you have a dictionary in front of you, Aarti?
No, sir.
At least mobile?
Oh, yes, sir. I have mobile phone in front of
What the meaning of lionize? Lionize, lionize, verb.
Okay.
Find
sir.
out, Aarti, find out the meaning of lionize. So you know lion, right? You thought so far, sheher, jo hai, mark, what we call it as, right? Lion, right? But I have something here now with the collective noun that is lion, pride of lions. What is the meaning of lionize?
Sir, hold a minute. I'm connecting my Wi-Fi.
Right. Let me also check with Sunanda.
Sir, it is basically a lot of public attention and approval to someone.
Approval to someone, lionize. Okay. Sunanda,
Yes, sir.
what is the meaning of lionize?
Lot of attention, sir.
Lionizing, what we call it as, paying a lot of attention. So don't get tomorrow surprised when you get such kind of words. This has been asked in one of the competitive examinations, lionize. So the word that ends in I-Z-E, I-S-E, it is verb. So try to understand that, students, like, wonderful. I just asked you since the word has come. Wonderful, right. Right, beta, right, good. Right, very good. So maybe a little bit of maybe your attention, maybe activating myself and asking you some questions. You are active in the class, I believe. I'll just give you one more word, students. Like, let me see if someone has, supposing an examiner has given something like PRIDE is equal to peacock. How this is related, like pride and peacock? Any relationship with just now? Someone told me, sir, okay, pride means group of lions. I understand. Wonderful, students, now wonderful. But how pride and peacock is related? Anyone in the class? Two participants, very quickly. Saxena.
Sir, generally we refer to as proud as a peacock. So we can say his pride is that of a
Hmm.
peacock, like
Right.
similarly.
You are very close to that meaning. You are very close to Saxena. Very good. You are very close to that meaning. Good. Let me also ask one or two more. Karthik?
Sir, maybe it is used as symbolic representation of pride, sir.
Absolutely right. Peacock is the symbol of a pride. Now, did you get the relation now? That is what analogy is nothing but there is a relationship between the main pair. Both the words are highly related. There is a high frequency of relationship, and that is what analogy section is. I'm just introducing today. Maybe I have not yet imparted the chapter yet. If there is high frequency of relationship, then the same relationship you need to identify in the given options. That is analogy. And now, according to this relationship, they're supposed to determine one of the options in the given option. Students like, very good, Karthik, good, wonderful. Now you are learning a lot of vocabulary. Good, good. Right, Vijay, right now. This is exactly the secondary meanings, what I meant, students like now, that is number 5. GATE has tested something else, students like now. GATE is focusing its attention on idioms. Idioms and phrases, I call it as idioms and phrases. So I find a lot of idioms. Definitely students have asked me frequently, sir, how many idioms I should learn, sir. I know it's not that easy. It's not a cakewalk. It's not a piece of cake. Until and unless you are a voracious reader of newspapers, right? Yeah. But students like somewhere or other, GATE is focusing on idioms and idiomatic expressions now. So maybe I'll just go with one of the idioms which previous year's question students like. Very simple idioms like fish out of water, fish out of water. What is fish out of water? Anyone in the class? No doubt, only this section I raise questions like what's a short grammar, I myself will go on, right? Like super fast express, right? What is that name? Shankarishwari. Right, Indian names are highly difficult to articulate sometimes. Yes.
Good morning, sir.
Hi, good morning, Bete.
Hello, sir.
Hello, Bete. Hello. Are you able to hear me? Hello. Yes.
Hello.
Yes, Bete. I'm able to hear you.
Hello, sir.
Yes. Tell me, Bete. What do you mean by this fish out of water?
Hello.
Yeah. I am able to hear you. I'm able to hear you. Go ahead.
So fish out of water is uncomfortable state.
Uncomfortable state. Uncomfortable state. Which state are you from? Hello? There is some disturbance. Okay, she has given me the answer. Good. Something like what we call some uncomfortable, sir. That's what. Okay, fine. Good. Saxena?
So same thing, out of comfort zone.
Out of comfort zone. Saxena, which state are you from?
Sir, Uttar Pradesh.
Uttar Pradesh. Which part of Uttar Pradesh you are from? Saxena is
Sir,
from
Agra.
Agra. Saxena people are from Uttar Pradesh, all right? Or Delhi?
Sir, nowadays there's a lot of motion of people between state,
I see.
depending on where they are moving for a job. That's all depends upon the job. So we
No,
can't
I was
exactly
in I was in Uttar Pradesh. One of my graduations is from Uttar Pradesh. Meerut. From Meerut, Putri Charan Singh University.
Okay, right, sir.
Right. Have you
It's
heard
not
that
very
university?
far from it.
Have you heard that university at least?
Sorry, sir, haven't heard of it.
Chaudhary Charan Singh University. I had my B.Ed from that Meerut actually. I taught in Aligarh. Once upon a time I taught in Aligarh. So I stayed at Ghaziabad.
Ghaziabad is very near from here.
Yeah, it's Delhi border.
Yes, sir.
So good. So since you told me, so my reminiscence goes back to Uttar Pradesh now, long ago. Right, but right. I am very quite familiar with Aligarh, then again Kurja, Bulandshahr. These are places where I was. Right, Saxena, good. Your answer was right. Right. Good. Sometimes interaction is good. When I come to something like Karthik, what is your answer, bete?
Sir, it's something which is which its vital form is taken from, sir.
Karthik, where are you from?
Sir, I'm from Andhra Pradesh only.
Which part of Andhra Pradesh?
Sir, West Godavari.
West Godavari and East Godavari. Good places. Very good, man. Wonderful places. Right. How is the COVID situation there?
Sir, I'm from Palkol. Here it is normal, sir.
Yeah, West Godavari and East Godavari, there should not be any cases, I believe, because you all are people living in nature, right? Wonderful, right? Yeah, good, beta. Right, wonderful, right, wonderful. Okay, I'll lower your hands, please. Others can lower your hands. Okay, others can lower your hands, please. I'll come back to you, please, now. Right. Very good. All have given me the right answers now. Please lower your hands, please, now. Absolutely fish out of water. A very simple query. Someone told me, sir, uncomfortable. Supposing a North Indian student comes to South India and South Indian students eat idli, dosa and vada. And now he is fish out of water. Now, right? Now he is accustomed to something else. So something what we call it as uncomfortable zone. So that is fish out of water. What exactly happens when fish is out of water? It dies. It gets suffocated and dies. Like. So these are all idiomatic expressions, students, like built on lot of animal kingdom, like lot of animal kingdom. Maybe if I can go something like that, an animal kingdom, students, like, there are a lot of idioms, maybe what we call it. I just given you one word. Let me just give you one more gate one. Then again, let me just see one more idiom. To turn a deaf ear. To turn a deaf ear. So what do you mean by to turn a deaf ear now? He always turns to turn a deaf ear. Like, okay, fine. Let me go with someone whom I have not, Saxena, I have already talked to you, Vipul. Let me just check with Vipul.
Sir, to ignore.
Absolutely right, Vipul. Very good, Vipul. Vipul, where are you from? Which state are you from?
Maharashtra, Mumbai.
Maharashtra. Very good, Vipul. Right. Absolutely the right answer that you have given now. To ignore something. That's absolutely. And this is a gate question now. These are all common idiomatic expressions. Very good. Please, what we call it as, like, lower your hands, please. Lower your hands now. So to turn a deaf ear means to ignore something. Okay, wonderful. So I have given some idioms in my book also, students. Don't worry, I'll show you the page also. So there are a lot of idioms on animal kingdom, like fish out of water. So maybe if I can go with one or two. Animal kingdom. So let me just see what are some animal kingdom, like, for example, smell a rat, we say. What is smelling a rat? Feel that something is wrong. Dal mein kuch kala hai bolte na, kuch, that is what I think, like smell a rat. Right? Feel that something is wrong, like go to the dogs. What is go to the dogs like? Something like becoming, running down, like go to the dogs. Fishy. It is something fishy, we say. Something what, like strange and suspicious. Take the bull by the horns. You take something bull by the horns. I'm just reading, please don't tell me, sir. Sir has not given notes. Like, it is there already. I'm just reading it in the book. I'll show you this. This is only to show you where Gate is focusing and now Gate is focusing. That's my attention today. So take the bull by the horns means like take decisive action in a difficult situation. Taking a prompt, nice action, like horse of a different color. What is horse of a different color like? Quite a different matter. Let the cat out of the bag. He let the cat out of the bag finally. Inform beforehand, students, like now. Before something has happened, he has already passed on the news to somebody else. For the birds. What is for the birds? Uninteresting and meaningless. Straight from the horse mouth. It comes straight from the horse mouth, we say. So what is that? It comes straight from the horse mouth. I found this in one of the competitive exams, these questions. It has come straight away from the horse mouth. Does it straight away come from the horse mouth today? See, we say what we call it as, like today we hear a lot of rumors like third wave, fourth wave, right? All humbug. I don't know, how does Corona know? How does this Corona knows what we call it as, like aged people, youth people, children people and all, like these are all what we call it as, right, students, like, right? People are creating it. That's all. It is not a nature prone to disease. Had it been a nature one, by now it would have been succumbed, by now it would have been vanished. It's created by man, that's all. It's a biological weapon, no doubt about it, students. Like, so therefore, sometimes, that's why we ask, does it straight away come from the horse mouth? Like, means, does it straight away come from the horse mouth? Main source. Main source, like, supposing maybe one of your friends comes and tells you, tomorrow is holiday. Then you ask him, does it straight away come from the horse mouth? Which means what? Have you heard rumors, or does it come from the principal's desk? Or does it come from the main source? That is the meaning, like, straight from the horse's mouth, we call it as students, like, straight from the horse mouth. Okay, that is the meaning of horse mouth here now. Okay, right. Now, there are a lot of other words also, think students, like, now maybe you can also think of like, right? Cat got your tongue. Cat got your tongue means you cannot talk. That's all. That's the meaning of these ones, students, like, right? So there are a lot of what we call it as idioms built on animal kingdom, built on what we call the parts of the body, built on what we call it as students, like, now, right? Just a minute, students, like. Right. So you can go on as many as students like. I have generated few idioms in the book. There are few exercises. I'll come back to you. Please pay attention towards these. I mean, simple idioms. So don't ever think that, they are going to ask some kind of idioms which you don't know. As I said last time, if you are a regular reader of newspapers, definitely you can cut a very good figure in the what we call as students. So that is what 6th area. And the 7th area, students like, let us go back. So okay, 6th area also, one of the questions that they are frequently asking, 6th area. Let me just go with that. Idioms, I told you. What are phrases again? Like, someone also asked me, sir, what are phrases like? Okay, right. Maybe I'll just give you one question, students, like, maybe let me here we go and see. Supposing I make one statement, like, I'll just giving one gate question, like, they are requested not to quarrel. They are requested not to quarrel with each other. They are requested not to quarrel with each other. Okay. So what is this? They are requested not to quarrel with each other now. So what they do is that they underline the word what we call the quarrel, students, like. And options might have been generated what we call it as ABCD, like. See the options sometimes? So confusing sometimes. Fall back, BSCK, fall back. And the same again, fall over. Fall over. Fall to, and again what we call it as a fall out. You see here now. So you are expected to know some of the meanings of these one, students, like fall back. I'll come back, students, like, some students have risen their hands. I'll come back. They are requested not to quarrel with each other. I have given the complete list in my book, phrasal verbs. Okay. So some of them I'll try to mark them so that you just pay attention towards them, and then you can go on with that. So what is fall back? What is fall over? What is fall to, fall out? They're requested not to quarrel with each other. So one of the meanings of quarrel is what we call it as fallout. Former friends who have fallen out. Earlier they were close friends. Some discrepancy has taken place in them and now they have fallen out. So quarrel, that is the meaning there. So these are some of the phrases also. So they are focusing on phrases and idioms. Your attention should be towards these ones also. So I'm not giving fallback and all, students, like, it is there in my book. I'll come back to you now. First, let me finish it up. This one now. So let me go with the next one now. 7th one. What is the 7th one? Let us say, students, like, right. So seventh one, we can take it as something like sentence rearrangement. So sentence rearrangement, definitely, I think I have to take little time on this sentence rearrangement also, students, because what is sentence rearrangement? This is a new question that has a new syllabus that has been given to us. But earlier also I was imparting these one to students, but a new, what we call it as an area. So maybe if you look into one of the areas of these ones, like let me just to see how they are testing these ones. Maybe if one or two questions, if you have some idea, if we can work out with these ones, like, so let me just to give you one, students, like, so that let me just take one question, like, let us see. Let me just go with that and maybe work out with that and see, students, like now, right? Let us see. I don't know whether I'll be able to, what we call it as, like, let us see. I'll be giving this one to work out by yourselves also. Let me see. How GATE has generated this one, students, like very quickly, I'll just jot it down, please. Just let me just say S1. So they are going to give you S1 something like, for example, I'm just scribbling, students, like, don't worry, I'll be giving in the book also. I have given like for your convenience sake. What is the sentence rearrangement? Jumbled sentences. What we call it as like sentence right sequence. That is what the meaning of the sentence rearrangement. Like, okay, I'll just go with one, students, like, please start working out with this one now as I go on now. Health is the most valuable. Health is the most valuable of all earthly possessions. Okay. Now they have also have given what we call it as S6 also, students, like we can think of S6 like the man who does not overeat. The man who does not overeat rises early in the morning, at ease with himself. Take time, please. Take time. Read it as I go with what we call it as. Now the options, so they may generate it something like P. Okay, what is P? Again, I'll go with students now. To enjoy good health, we should refrain from excess eating. Okay, right. P, Q. Otherwise, we will not get sound sleep. Okay, good. PQ, R. We should eat only moderately. And not devour. Devour means eat too much. Devour whatever we get. Whatever we get. Are S students, like, yes. Work out, please. Work out. Take time on, work out. Without it, all other possessions means belonging something. Possessions are worthless. So the heading would be something like the proper sequence should be, that's the heading, like the proper sequence should be. So what should be the proper sequence of this one, students? Like maybe just I'll go with what we call it as option A. QSRP. QSRP. Option B. QSPR. Option C. SPRQ. D. SPQR. Already students have written their hands now. So sentence rearrangement, this I call it as students like, right? So they are talking something about health and diet. So there is a technique, students, like in this one also, definitely I'll try to talk about like identify the, first of all, what we call it as the something like connectors. Connectors means something connecting one sentence to another sentence. Something like strengthening, especially pronouns. So maybe what we call it as, you don't start a sentence with it is the most valuable of all earthly possessions. Can I start like that? It? No. I have to start with something what we call it as the some noun itself, like, and find out where it is exactly the pronoun of that one now. So in that way, if you can little work out, students, like, then I think yes. 7 students have raised their hands. 9 students have raised their hands. Definitely, I just want to work out with this question and see. Let me just see, students, like now how you have connected this one now. Yugashri.
Sir, option D, sir.
Option
D.
D for Delhi.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll take your option also. Okay, let me also ask others also, then finally see what is the best. Okay, right. Karthik.
Sir, option C.
Option C, Karthik.
Yes, sir.
Your friend has just now told me option D, but I'll take your option also. Option C. Okay, right. Right. Shambhavi.
Sir, option C.
Sure, option C. Very good. Very good. I'll take your answer also. Very good. Let me see. If I take one more and see, one has given me option B, then again others have given me option C. If I find one more, let me see. Bharat. Bharat.
Sir, option D.
Option D. You want to go with option D? Okay. Okay, I'll take it as. Okay, fine. Majority. Always majority counts. Majority counts. Okay. Vipul Rajesh.
Sir, option C.
Option C. Okay, I'll take with option C. Good. So 3 people have told me option C. Okay. Sudarshan.
Sir, option C.
Option C, it seems very good, right? Okay, wonderful. Now others are there, what we call it as like Sudarshan has given me. I'll take one more, and let me see. Shankarishwari.
Option C, sir.
You also want to go with option C?
Yes, sir.
Okay. First of all, okay, I'm just holding you, Shankarishwari. Let me see. What is option C here? Yes. PRQ. Okay, S1. What is health one now? Health is the most valuable of all earthly possessions now. What is in S, students, like? Health is the most valuable of all earthly possessions. Now we are talking about health now. And in S you find without it, underline the word, just now I told you, students, now it now. It is referring to what now? Without it, all other possessions are worthless. Okay, yes. But you also have D option also. So which means you can easily eliminate option A and option B we can easily eliminate. Why not? Like health is the most valuable of all earthly possessions. Otherwise we will not get sound sleep. Does it have any sequence there? Health is the most valuable. Otherwise we will not get now. No. There is a contradictory word. Otherwise it has given to something else. Wonderful. Shankareshwari, what did you choose here now? Have you chosen the word it or something else?
Sir?
Have you chosen the word it here? It refers to what? It refers to what? Without it, all other positions are worthless.
Yeah, because in previous sentence it mentioned earthly position. So without it, all other positions are worthless. Is there?
Health is the most valuable of all earthly possessions. Like,
Yeah.
no, without it, all other possessions are worthless now. It means what here now? It means
Health.
that is what I meant. That is what. So straight away, that's what I said. Pronoun, one of the pronouns. You have to be what we call it as thorough with the pronoun students. Like now, that pronouns will definitely help you. 1 minute, beta. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Right. Right, beta. So wonderful. Like I think that is what. Like then it follows others. If you mean others. If you mean C option, you can lower your hands, please. You can lower your hands. So how the sequence is going here now, let me see. Right, wonderful. If you feel it is, that's what, I have not imparted teaching on the sentence rearrangement. I have given some rules also, students, like how to find out. It's very easy actually, like just now I told you, pronouns. Why otherwise also I'll tell you. Why otherwise also I'll tell you. All right. Please lower your hands, please. Now.
Sir, this is Vipul here. Sorry to interrupt, but I guess you made me the panelist by mistake.
Which one, beta?
Sir, you made me panelist by mistake, actually.
Okay, your name is in the panelist, huh?
Yeah.
What is your good name, beta?
Vipul.
Vipul. I wonder. I'll make it up. You are in the panel list. How to make it into attendances now?
Sir, I guess there would be an option there itself.
There is a word moot and more is there. Make host, huh? Make host or make co-host. Allowed to put on hold, remove. No.
Sir, what I'll do is I'll leave the meeting and then rejoin. So I'll be attending.
It's okay. I'll try my
Okay, sir.
I'll try my best. Right, buddy. I think you got it, right? Right, students. Like now, let us see this quote. This is very interesting because they can raise for 2 marks this one. So there is one reading comprehension and what we call a sentence rearrangement. That's wonderful. Now someone has already wonderfully worked out, students. Like now what is P now? And now you see without it all other positions are worthless. Now wonderful matching. Then now what is the next one? Like P is said now. Next one is trying to say. He is going with the new sentence. To enjoy good health, we should refrain from excess in the eating. It's a new sentence, what we call it as. He's trying to talk about like health is the most valuable of all earthly possessions. Like wonderful. And you said like without it, all other possessions are worthless. Wonderful now. And the next one is sometimes you can also read the S6 also. What is S6? A man who does not overeat rises early in the morning as is with himself. Now, what could be the before sentence also? That also could be the way students now, right? For example, if you look into the word Q there, you see, what is that now? Otherwise, we will not get sound sleep. Yeah, you see that? Otherwise, we will not get sound sleep now. Man who does not overeat rises early in the morning, and there is some relationship with this one also. I'll coming back to that. Now, what is P now? To enjoy good health, we should refrain from excess eating. Very good. You have to refrain. So good health, refrain from eating now. What is our students like? We should eat only moderately and not devour whatever we get now. Supposing you take R before that, it does not have any sense. Like, can we say we should eat only moderately and not devour what we eat? To enjoy good health, we should refrain from excess in eating. After that, P only R follows now. You see that? So to enjoy good health, we should refrain from excess in eating. There what we call, so we should, he said, we is there now. Again, we is coming here, R. We should eat only moderately and not devour what we eat now. And to that one, there is a relationship. We should eat only moderately and not devour whatever we get. Now Q, otherwise we will not get sound sleep. Eat only moderately, then you will get sound sleep. Otherwise, if you eat too much and not devour whatever we get, otherwise we will not get sound sleep. You see the sequence, how does it follow like? And finally, a 6 says, the man who does not overeat rises early in the morning, he is with himself, what we call it as now. That is how, I mean, this should be our proper sequence. There is some relationship going on, maybe with the pronouns also. You see, we should now. To which you need to be a little bit a reader, students. Like, these are how steps like. Sometimes, you know, when you were in 12th class or 11th class, like, you know, the something like, you know, what is that? Preparations, like they might have given how to prepare tea. So there is a sequence, right? First, what happens, students, like now? So there are certain, what we call it as like, someone student tell me, sir, first of all, we have to go to market. It is understood. Good. So first to go to market, and then what we have to do? Then go to the shop now. Very good now. Very good now. Sir, then what happens now? Buy sugar and tea powder. Very good now. Then come home. Okay, then what happened now? There is a next step now. Sir, first of all, we have to lit the stove. Very good. That is also understood. Without lighting stove, you cannot do that, right? Yes. So there is a sequence like how you go on with this one now. So there is follow some kind of, generally they give narrations, stories, they give some stories, students. Like they give some kind of, so for example, like this is something with regard to health and diet. And so there is some sequence in this. So this is 7th one, students, like sentence rearrangement. Please go with that. And others are all wrong as pointed out here. Wonderful. I'll come back to you now. It's my pen. One minute. Just a minute. I'm looking for a pen. I just kept some. Right, students, like I'm coming almost the verge of this introduction, like 2 minutes. I'm coming at the verge of this, the what we call it as students, like, you know, there is one more, last one in this one. So there is one last section in this. Let me just finish up that one. So the next 8th one is, students, like, let me just go with that. Now, maybe I'll try to give you that one. The last one of this section, students, like last one of this section, last second, I think. The last second, this is last second, like usage and grammar. So what is this usage and grammar, students? Like I just will give you one question, students, like very fast manner. Previous year questions, one of the questions like 2 and 2 are 4. B, 2 and 2 become 4. C. 2 and 2 make 4. D. 2 and 2 add 4. 2 and 2 add 4. So what is this usage and grammar now? Okay, participants, I'll come back to you, students now. Just help me to explain. First of all, I'll come back to you. So usage and grammar. Okay, let me just talk about students now. Here now I'm into grammar now. Anyway, you are going to start grammar section. I'm going to start grammar section. What is this usage and grammar now? Maybe you have the answer, students, like just I'll come back to you. Now, first of all, let me just explain, students now. So if you look into this kind of a question, students, like you will find something here. You see here, grammar. What is this? Grammar point of view, I have to talk, students now. Now you see here, 2 and 2 are 4. So simply 2 is a singular joined by and 2 is a singular is equal to singular plus a singular. Grammar, the singular plus singular is equal to plural. The sentence is absolutely right. 2 and 2 are 4. Similarly, if you look into 2 singular plus singular is equal to become is again plural. Grammatically, the sentence is right. Singular plus singular make is plural verb. So therefore, the sentence is absolutely right. 2 singular plus singular is equal to plural. 4, that is what we call it as this also. All the sentences are grammatically correct. Are is plural, become is plural, make is plural, add is plural now. Okay. I mean, if you want to divide the sentence also, I'll try to divide it just for your convenience sake now. So this is, the sentence is divided here now. So this is subject part, and this is what we call it as the verb part, like, okay, right. So if your subject is singular, your verb also should be singular. If the subject is a plural, your verb also should be plural. That is what the idea is here now. Okay, right? Good. So grammatically, the sentence is right. But what is the title given there? Usage also. So, but according to the usage, what should be its answer, students, like now? Now you can raise your hands now. Just let me see 1 or 2 students who can. Simma. What is your answer, Bede? I have allowed you.
Sir, yes, sir. Sir, am I audible?
Yes, Bede. Yes, Bede. Come on, tell me.
Yes, sir. Sir, 2 and 2 becomes 4.
I have written become, not becomes.
No, sorry, becomes.
Become, okay, I'll take your become now. Okay, right, good. Right. I'm just running short of time. Today because I have to wind up this one. Now, right, okay. Who is this? Shamili. Yes. Hello. Yes, Bede.
Sir, no doubt, sir.
How do you spell your name, Bede? Hello. Okay, I'll come back to you again. Yugashri.
So B, sir. 2 and 2 become 4.
2 and 2 become 4. Okay, I'll take your answer also. Let me just see. Okay, come on, let me see anyone else here now. Come on, quick students, like running short of time also. Sunanda.
2 and 2 makes 4, sir.
Is it makes or make? What is that?
Make.
You have to be very careful about that. There are more than 25 to 30 questions depending only on yes in GATE. You have to be a little careful about. That is what subject verb agreement questions are. Very good. Okay, I'll take it your answer as 2 and 2 make 4. I'll take that one also. Very good. Bharti.
Sir, 2 and 2 make 4, sir.
Bharti, tell me why 2 and 2 make 4. Why not 2 and 2 become 4?
No, sir, I don't know that. I have read like 2 and 2 make 4.
Where did you learn this one? In Wren and Martin grammar school book. Have you read that?
Oh, I don't remember.
You don't remember. Maybe your class teachers might have told you that. Okay, very good. Okay, very good. I'll just take one more student. Bharat.
So 2 and 2 become 4.
Okay, you want to go with become 4. Where did you learn this become? Have you learned anywhere? Have you heard it?
No, I just feel it. It's the right one.
Feel it better. You feel it. It's okay. I'll
Because
take it.
we read it.
Okay. Why not 2 and 2 add 4?
Add is not
No,
not
it's
preferable.
not the appropriate word. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's correct, but we don't use it when we use in read.
We don't use it. You don't use it. Okay. Now you see how typical. See, not that you don't know these questions. Every day you have been using these ones, right? But get questions like that better. I told you yesterday also, simple in its conception, but complex in its execution. You feel like, yes, I know this question, but sometimes you need to work out with this. Good, Bharat. Right. Okay, I'll just go with, time is running short, students. Like, as promised, I have to download certain aspects here. Okay. Hindavi,
Yes, sir. Option C.
you want to go with 2 and 2 make 4?
Yes, sir.
Why and how?
Sir, among the 4, I feel it is correct.
Okay, you feel that it is right. That's all.
Yes, sir.
But if you mark them in gate based on your feelings, will it be okay? Will it be okay?
No, sir.
Or you need to be you need to be sure and you need to be logical, right?
Yes.
Okay, right. The last one, I'll take one more last one, then I'll go with that, right? Okay. Arpit?
Sir, option D, sir. 2 and 2 add 4.
You want to go with 2 and 2 add 4?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Why
Sir,
you
I
feel that?
think, sir, B and C can be true if we will use becomes and makes. Sir, but for add, we don't.
Why man? Why becomes man? I have given singular plus singular is equal to plural. So the verb plural is absolutely right. It cannot be becomes. If it becomes, then it should be singular then. See, tell me now, Ram play or Ram plays?
Ram plays.
Ram plays. Did you understand here now?
Yes,
Ram
yes.
is a singular and verb also is a singular here now. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, very good. I'll come back again now.
Okay,
I'll just tell you this trick, students, like very simple now. Book is singular or plural? Come on, tell me now, book.
Singular.
And what about plural?
Books.
By adding the S, this is becoming plural. This is noun, students. Like if you add S to nouns, it becomes a plural.
Plural.
But if you add what, for example, like the word play, plays, it is verb. And play is a plural. And if you add S here, it becomes a singular. It becomes a singular. So if you add what we call as S to verb, it becomes a singular. But if you add S to noun, this concept, when I come to verb, I'll throw more light on this one, students. Is it okay? Right. Right, but I'll please lower your hands. Lower your hands, please. I'll come back to. I'll explain now. Please lower your hands now. Right. Okay, good. Right, madam. Now 2 and 2 are 4 now. Let me see. Where can we use the word are? The are is be form of the verb. Is, am, are, was, were. Generally, what is be form is what we call it as now are. What is the meaning of are? To exist. Rahna. Only one meaning. But there are more than 35 meanings with are. Okay, I'll come back afterwards. I'll show you the area where. Okay. So it does not fit here because had it been something like Ram and Shyam, if it would be the names of the person, students, like Ram and Shyam are friends, then it's okay. But they are numbers. So numbers we don't use are. Numbers we don't use are. Just wait. Huh? Right. Okay. 2 and 2 become 4. No, this also cannot be. You know why? Numbers don't become. Numbers are made for what purpose? Numbers are made to calculate. That is what. So here students like they don't become. You become someone in life. A substance becomes something. Numbers don't become. So therefore, that is not the right word to be used with the numbers. Okay, right, very good. 2 and 2 make 4. Yes, these numbers are made. They are made. Aryabhatta made 0, discovered or invented, what we call it as. They are made for what? They are made for calculations. So one of the meanings, dictionary meanings, if you look the word make, calculate. Okay, right. 2 and 2 add 4. No, and itself is plus. There is a double plus here now. There is double plus here. There is double plus here now. Not necessary. So we don't say 2 and 2 add 4. Okay, redundancy we call it as redundancy. Now what is redundancy, students, like now? Redundancy means, you know, some of the words sometimes we frequently use redundancy, like, right? You made a blunder mistake. You are making one more blunder there. He made a mistake is okay. Now don't again say he made a blunder mistake. Don't say like. He is teaching basic fundamentals. Fundamental itself means basics. Now don't ever again use the word basic again now. Are you able to understand, students, now, right? So this I'll come back to you as I go with that. There is one redundancy chapter. I'll come back to that one also now, right? Wonderful now. So therefore, this option also is wrong, students. So 2 and 2 make 4. Now what I want to tell you is that usage and grammar. Grammar wise it is fitting, plural, plural, plural now. But what about its usage now? The right word. Is it the right word befitting in the given sentence now, right? Students, just please lower your hands because I'm running short of time, because I have to download certain. I promised yesterday, or else do one thing, just to give me one more day, students, like don't worry, I will download the what we call it as this homophones. If it takes time now itself, I will try to do, or else I have to go with that. Now it will take some time. Maybe students may have to go to colleges and all like. So do one thing. Excuse me for one more day. I have already given, you see here now some. If you find here now, you see, I have given some notes here. You see there something about articles and all like, but I have not initiated articles chapters yet. Okay. So likewise, tomorrow I'll give you the. Tomorrow I'll give all these one students like which one. The so-called the confused words. I have made a big list, like it is there in the slide fonts. So just wait for one more day, okay? Because already I am running short of time. So today we will have to wind up with these ones only now. And the last one of the section, students, like maybe what is the number like? I think 9 or 10. I don't know. What is the number there? 8. What about 7? What about the numbers like 6? Somewhere I missed one number. Number 5. Okay. Okay. What is the number like? Let me see. Okay. Now we'll go with 8th one, student. Sorry, 9th one. I suppose now. Now odd words. This is a game that you have to play with when you were in primary class, like KG class and first and second, like odd words, like. So GATE also tested some odd words. So maybe it's not something new, which all of you know that odd word, students. Class. 1 minute. 2 minutes. Right. So odd words, students, like now, that is what something like, for example, if I give the word praise, P-R-A-I-S-E, praise. Jeer. This is a GATE word I just tried to give you. Deride. Deride. Mock. M-O-C-K. Which is the odd word in this one now? Raise your hands now. Praise, jeer, deride, mock. Now raise your hands, students. Now. Come on, quickly. Quickly, 2 participants. Naga. Okay. Lingeshwara Rao. Nagalingeshwar.
Plus, sir.
What is the odd word here now? You know what is odd word? A word which is typical, which it doesn't coincide with the others,
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes, sir.
Which is the word here?
Deride, sir.
Deride. You want to go with the deride? How?
Because
What way you have seen?
end of the word, sir.
End of the words, huh?
Yes, sir.
D-E-S-E. Okay, okay. Let me just come back. I'll come back to you. I'll come back. Vipul.
Sir, it's praise.
It is praise.
Yes, sir.
How and why, Vipul?
Now, because jeer, deride, and mock, they are kind of negative words, and praise is positive.
Absolutely, man. Very good, man. So jeer is negative word, deride is negative word, mock is negative word, praise is negative word. You know, different sorts of hard words are there. Okay. Sometimes there is a state and they might have given the word city. Supposing I take the word like, which is the hard word? Supposing I take the word Delhi, I take the word Uttar Pradesh, I take the word Maharashtra, and I take the word Hyderabad. Which is the hard word here? Delhi, Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Hyderabad. Vipul.
Sir, it's Hyderabad because Hyderabad is a city and rest others are state.
These are all what we call it as hard word students like now. Very good, man. You have given me the right word. That let's okay, fine, good. Karthik, what is yours? Karthik, I think is no. Yes.
Same
Saxena?
thing. So same thing. Praise
Wonderful,
only. Yes.
wonderful, better. You can lower your hands, please. All of that's like. So nothing is there to teach here now. What we call as these are all. You know them. You have mastered them, and you have learned it. Here's a pen. Okay, better, right? You can lower your hands, please. Lower your hands now. As someone has said, pointed out, right? Wonderful now. Jeer is a negative word. Jeer is a negative word. You are jeering somebody. Get has tested this word. It has appeared as a synonymous word like jeering, mocking somebody. So mock also is a negative word. And meanings are same, like there are actually antonyms like jeer. If you don't know deride, at least read ridiculous. If you divide the word like, you deride somebody means you are putting down somebody, derisions. So this is also a negative word now. And praise is what we call a positive word, students like. These three words are antonym to this one. In other words, if at all, if you want to see how, whatever you want to see like. So praise is one other side. The last one, students like now, reading and comprehension. Reading and comprehension. I have not given any reading comprehension passage, time permits. When I teach you the chapter itself, I'll go with the students now. So this is 2 marks question, reading comprehension. Generally, they are testing inference question like. But don't worry, don't ask me, sir, what do you mean by inference now, right? Main idea of the passage, Last year, they have given true to the passage, like something true to the passage. What is true to the passage like? Right? Main idea, true to the passage, something true to the passage, Right, better. So these are some of the ones, what we call it as I told you. Now, I suppose I want someone now raise your hand and just tell me, these are the areas where GATE is focusing. But I have not at all taught you grammar now. So different parts of speech. I have to teach you grammar. I have to teach you vocabulary, students like. There are confused words now. But I think I know you might have understood. I have given the review, complete review of the picture. You can look into the previous years, go to the previous years today and see. These are the areas where GATE is focusing and our attention should be towards that one, students like now. Very good, students. So maybe I'm running short of already time. So tomorrow I'll start with the first chapter, that is noun, and followed by articles. Actually, I have to start with the chapter articles. So there is a sequence for me. I'll follow certain sequence, students like. So tomorrow will be our chapter, articles chapter, students like now. Any doubts, any final doubts, Any genuine doubts if you have, you can raise it, or else I'll go with that. Bharat. Bharat.
So the PDF hasn't been uploaded on the site.
Yesterday's or today's?
Not that, sir. The syllabus part. Book.
Book, students, like syllabus, huh?
Yes.
Is it mine yesterday? Whatever I have written, that
Not-
one is
Not syllabus, sir. The whole complete book. You told that the PDF is gonna be uploaded on the site.
No. Book is not uploaded, bete. Book is not uploaded. But
Yes.
there are certain, as I go on with the chapter, I'll upload certain, what, suppose articles. So tomorrow I'll upload a lot of articles, like, okay, usage of articles and all. Okay.
Daily
So-
you're going to upload. the related-
Yes, daily. As the chapter goes on, that would be fine. Rather than dumping on you something, you will not understand A and B, head and tail of those ones. So as I go on with the chapters, definitely I'll try to go with the PDF. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Slides. Okay, right. Dinesh Roy. Dinesh.
Sir, good
Yeah.
morning.
Good morning, Dinesh.
Sir, in the mornings, home mornings, you told that there noun and verb, no, sir.
Where, beta? Which one?
Home mornings, sir.
Yeah, tell me noun and verb. Yes.
Sir, how does the word BARE pronounce, sir?
BA,
RE.
bear. Spelling is same.
Spelling name, sir, but different meaning, no, sir.
Meaning is different. Like yes. Meaning is different. So one is with, I think I have given one word like bear, that is animal bear. And one is actually I've given like you bear with patience. I think that is the word I think I have given now. Dinesh, you please bring to my notice in my next class, please, this word, please. Dinesh, you remind me that word. Remind me that word, please. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Right. No, I'm running short of time because other faculty is also waiting here. I'll just go with that. Okay. Sai Praneeth. Sai.
Yes, sir.
Yes, beta.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Is there any Telegram account for you, sir, so that I can contact you?
Number.
Yes, sir.
I think yesterday I given it.
Okay, sir. Okay.
You take from some of your friends, please. Yesterday I've already given my numbers so that you can be in touch with me. Okay, you please ask your friends. One of your friends, he will give you my number.
We couldn't have our friends here, sir.
Let's take down 9963.
Okay, sir.
996343
996343
76 27. Okay.
27. Okay, sir.
Right, buddy. Right. Madhu.
Hello, sir.
Madhu, tell me, buddy.
The practice questions PDF you uploaded, there are no verbal questions, sir. Only numerical questions are there.
I didn't get, buddy. I didn't get.
The practice questions PDF you uploaded, there are no verbal questions. Only
There are no
numerical
questions.
are there.
There are no
Verbal
questions you mean.
questions.
Wait, today's
Yes,
one
verbal
or yesterday's one or today's one?
Practice questions, sir. CRPQ something.
Okay. There are no, which questions? There are no
Verbal.
verbal, better. There is a book, better.
Verbal.
There's one. No, there is a book actually. This is the book actually. This is the book.
Okay, sir.
There's a book actually. You will get it. There are both numerical ability and verbal ability. Questions are there. Definitely. Practice exercise book is there. Theory book and practice exercise also. Okay, right. Rajesh.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Rajesh.
Sir, that regarding yesterday class PDF, the background has been made white, sir, while uploading.
That's what some student has pointed out to me. I'll find out better. I'll find out and I will rectify that. I'll rectify it, please.
Sure.
I'll send it again. I'll send it. Right? Okay. Right.
Thank you.
No. Chirkuri. Chirkuri.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Good morning, beta.
Sir, sorry, sir. By mistake, I pressed.
Okay, beta. Right, beta. Good. It's okay. Right, beta. Have a nice day. So tomorrow we will try to meet again in the morning hours. Okay. I'll start with the articles chapter tomorrow. One of the most important chapters. Right.